If you love Victory Mondays and you want more of them, 2 in a row, baby, like today's video. Let's go, Browns. Welcome into the Cleveland Browns Report. I am your host, without a voice, Matthew Peterson still. But we got the latest news and rumors to run through today. We are going to talk about Baker Mayfield, of course, because, well, how can we not talk about it? It's the biggest story pretty much in the NFL right now. And then we're going to run through some injury news, some other news and rumors. Plus, we'll touch on Deshaun Watson's debut because it was less than ideal, let's be honest here. But I want to start things off by talking about number 6, as the Panthers are expected, and by now they have released quarterback Baker Mayfield. Ian Rapoport, the first one to report it, and that was definitely a big surprise, I would say. I don't think anyone expected Baker to be going back to Carolina next year, but I thought he would at least ride out the rest of the season. Instead, this is how Baker ends his career for now in Carolina. Sub 60% completion, 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. I really thought Baker would be better in Carolina. I didn't think he'd be this bad. I mean, I saw a tweet out there that since they started doing QBRs from 2006, he is the second worst out of like 550. The worst, by the way, was Jimmy Clausen, also with the Panthers. But what is your one-word reaction to Baker Mayfield getting cut? There are going to be a lot of Browns fans on Twitter looking to dunk on Baker and whatnot. I've never had that much ill will against Baker because whether or not he's the reason why they won a playoff game in Pittsburgh, he was still the starting quarterback for that team. So for that reason, I'm never going to be like looking to, make fun of Baker. But to me, it's clear the Browns made the right decision moving on from Baker. My one word, by the way, is probably going to be 5th round, because that's what the trade now is going to turn into. Ian Rapoport also tweeting out that this locks in the 5th rounder in a trade with the Browns. Remember, this is a 5th rounder in 2024, so you're not going to see it in this upcoming draft, but it's not like a 4th via 5th is what really people are excited about because Baker got released. No, people are excited because they did not want to see Baker succeed because, well, that's going to be just NFL fans for you from time to time. All right, let's put that beside us now. So, all right, Deshaun Watson, his Cleveland Browns debut. A couple ways of looking at it. One, ready to have your mind blown? Deshaun Watson has never lost a game for the Cleveland Browns. That's one way you can look at it. The other way is didn't go to plan. Not didn't go to plan, just didn't go well. 54% completion on Sunday, 131 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 ugly interception in the red zone. What I do like and appreciate is that after the game, Deshaun Watson's honesty. Cameron Justice tweeting out that Deshaun Watson saying, next week I definitely am going to need to be better. I will be better. The team will be better. You better be better next week because the Texans offense doesn't come close to the Bengals offense. And that's who Cleveland has this Sunday. So Watson doesn't need to be better. He needs to be 5 times better from how he played on Sunday. Cameron Justice also tweeting out that Deshaun Watson on Shaking the Rust Off today saying, I felt every single one of those 700 days. That is the 700 days between his last start in the regular season and yesterday. And this is sort of what I expected. Did I expect it to be that rusty? Not really. I thought there would be at least 1 touchdown pass. I thought his stat line would look more like 215 yards, a touchdown, and maybe an interception. No, we saw a lot of short arm throws, right, going right into the ground, not on target. Him and the receiver still building a connection. But I'm not panicking. I'm not even close to panicking. In fact, the panic button is locked in a small closet in a different state. That's how confident I am that there is nothing to be worried about after just 1 bad game for Deshaun Watson. All right, next up here on the show, injury news after Week 13. Unfortunately, the Browns win came at a cost, and we're going to run through some of the injury news that came out of Houston. But first, I've got to tell everyone about our new sponsor today. So today's Browns Report is brought to you by Fetch. Fetch is a super easy to use and free app that lets you earn rewards on literally anything you buy. Scan any physical receipt or e-receipt and you will earn points for your purchases. And the process only takes seconds. You don't have to worry about where the receipt is from or what's on it. So let me show you how simple it is. All you do is open up the Fetch app, press the orange camera button, and snap a photo of your receipt. Then hit submit, and you'll see that confetti pop showing you that you've earned more reward points. It's a simple process. You can also click the e-receipt function to get rewarded for your Amazon purchases or other online shopping by syncing your email account. You can then redeem those points for gift cards at Amazon, Starbucks, or any of the 100 other retailers and restaurants available. Fetch is available on iPhone and Android. So use our link, chatsports.com/fetch. Enter promo code chat at sign up for 5,000 bonus points when you scan your first receipt. That's the equivalent, by the way, of a free $5 gift card just to get started. It's a free app, and the 5,000 bonus points, well, they're only available for a limited time. So get started now. Chatsports.com/fetch, promo code chat. The link is also in the comments and the description of today's show. On to some unfortunate news, and that is we all sort of feared after seeing Takitaki carted off the field yesterday, and he has been diagnosed with a torn ACL. And that's a huge bummer. One, Takitaki has just been playing awesome football, especially since Jacob Phillips went down, and before, after Anthony Walker went down, the third linebacker to really step up and take over this defense. Takitaki, bummer to see that, especially in a contract season where it really felt like if he kept playing at the rate he was going, him and JOK would come back next year and sort of be the foundation of this linebacker room. Now, I'm not so sure Andrew Berry is going to look to, bring back Takitaki coming off an ACL injury, suffered late in the season, which doesn't really bode well for him to be ready early next year. But like I said, Takitaki this year, 71 tackles, that's a career high. 4 tackles for loss, a sack, a forced fumble. He was awesome in that Bengals game. It's a real bummer to see this. You never like to see injuries, period, but especially to players who are a little bit more under the radar and take advantage of some extra reps they're getting due to the next man up mentality, and then they go down. But the linebacker room, it's getting thin. Cleveland did sign Tay Davis onto their practice squad a couple days ago. Wouldn't be shocked if they promote him to their active roster. As of right now, it's just these 4 guys. Now, Tony Fields, in his place yesterday, had a pick 6. So this could be the start of kind of the next man up, and now it's Tony Fields' turn to pick up the torch from Takitaki and continue to play at a high level. But let's show our guy from BYU some love. Spam his jersey number 44 down in the comment section below. This is wonderful timing, actually. Get your Takitaki numbers into the comment section below. All right, some other injury news to hit on really quickly. Kevin Stefanski saying that David Bell is day-to-day with a hand injury. He left early in the Texans game. Hopefully he is okay. So that is the latest on there. I also forgot to verbalize earlier, Anthony Schwartz, he is dealing with a concussion at the moment. Some quick scheduling news to hit on right now. That is Field Yates tweeting out that the Browns-Ravens game has been flexed from the Sunday the 18th to Saturday, December 17th, along with the Colts and Vikings and the Dolphins at Bills. So Deshaun Watson's home debut will come in prime time, in my opinion. If you're the only game playing, I don't care what time it is, that's prime time in my eyes. And it might be against the Ravens team without Lamar Jackson. So Ravens coach John Harbaugh today saying that Jackson's availability is less likely for this upcoming week. Of course, we're talking about the Browns-Ravens game in 2 weeks. Week 15, the remaining schedule, the Bengals, the Ravens, the Saints, the Commanders, and the Steelers. It is so sad we're down to 5 games. I hate that we can fit all 5 games onto one graphic on screen because it should be a lot more than that. So that is the latest on that frontier. Now, what I've been waiting for. Come on down. It is Chat Sports' resident Houstonite. I don't know what you call you guys. Will Scott, dear friend of mine. And so we'll mic him up here. We're a little impromptu live edition right now. So,
is this live?
Oh, well, not live, but this will be a recording of it. So, Will, In honor of the
Yes.
Astros beating, the trash can, we're going to have you drink some beer out of a trash can.
Are you talking about the World Series champions?
Well,
Astros?
fraudulent. But in honor of the Browns taking down the Texans, your hometown
Yes,
team,
yes.
we're just going to pour a little bit brewskis in here and let you enjoy the trash can one more ride. It's nice and clean. I really did clean
I
it.
really hope you cleaned it.
I did.
Thank you.
Smell test checks out too. So a little bit of a beer, okay? We don't need to fill it up, nothing like that. But Will,
And
please.
congratulations to your Browns.
Thank you very much.
Deshaun Watson did not win that game.
No, the defense
The
did.
defense won that
We
game.
were told Deshaun
You're
Watson.
welcome for starting Kyle Allen at quarterback, by the way.
Yeah, we were told Deshaun Watson wouldn't turn this defense around. I don't know, Jim. All right, and bottoms up, I think. Enjoy
here
your
we
beer.
go.
This is probably going to be a bit of a mess right now. Will's being a good sport about it. There it goes, down the hatch, just like that. He might be burping up some fur balls later. But Will Scott, ladies and gentlemen, our diehard Houstonian right here in the house. Thank you very much, Will. Okay, that's going to do it for us on today's show. Going to sign off. Going to catch up with you guys later. Hopefully, I will have my voice back for it. Until then, go Brownies.